You ever hear and have those people in your life that where you see like they just share the same story over and over? They share the same struggle. They're in the same like crappy relationship over and over again. They encounter the same experiences and circumstances over and over again. This dude has been trying to quit porn for like 10 years, 20 years. This guy has been trying to da-da-da-da-da. This woman or lady has been trying to da-da-da-da-da for all this amount of time, and they're not going anywhere. One reason that is likely holding them back is that they get a sense of their needs being met from having this problem. And because it means so much to them to get their needs being met, a lot of people don't actually want to break free from their struggles because it's such a strong source of identity.
You like this, you like being daddy's arms with microphones. You like being a worker. You're made for the camera. Both my boys are.
Hey, this video you are about to watch is a part of a series where I show you how to quit porn the right way. So do yourself a favor, binge on all of this content, all the videos that you possibly can, because who knows, maybe if the value and the trust is built together over this journey, you'll want to jump into a community that I call Fit for Family. Or maybe you think these videos suck, and that's also fair too. But nonetheless, there's only one way for us to find out. So enough of me, let's get back to serving you and let's get back to the video. One reason that quitting porn could be hard for some people is because it's become an identity to them. It's become something that's so familiar, that is so convenient, so comfortable, so familiar in terms of this feels like all I've known. Because unfortunately, so many people have struggled with porn for lots of their life, most of their life. I've worked with guys between the ages of around 17 to 73. And most of these people encountered porn or some variable of that when they were kids, which is really, really, really sad. And so because of that, it's created a level of familiarity that it feels like home. Something that's familiar always feels like home. That's why when you see, a hurricane go on and it destroys someone's house, and then they rebuild and go back to that same place, and then a hurricane happens again, and then they go back and rebuild their home again. You're like, dude, why don't you just move? It's because that place is home. That town, that city, the restaurants, the parks, all of that is home. It's familiar. And we always want to gravitate back towards what's familiar. So my question that I want you to reflect on and think about here when it comes to quitting porn is porn so familiar to you that you actually don't want to let it go? And again, this is going to require just brutal honesty. This is going to be the hard work that we're talking about, where you just get super real, super straight up, no walls, no hiding. And I want you to really wrestle within yourself and ask God, invite him into your heart in this experience and process, and being like, is quitting porn going to be hard for me because I fail and struggle to see a world beyond this? And I think this could be a key indicator for so many people. And your quick answer might be like, no, I'm not afraid to lose this at all. I'm done with this. I'm over it. But for some people, when they get really honest, this could be something keeping them stuck for years, is being like, well, I actually don't see a life outside of this. And my questions to you would be why? Why are you afraid to let go of porn? It might be a funny way of framing a question. You might be like afraid of letting go of porn, but think about it. For so many people, it's become an idol. It's become a source of identity. It's become a source of connection. Maybe the way people know you is as someone who is constantly struggling with porn. Because as long as you have porn in your life as a struggle, people care about you. Because maybe in your life, you were a back burner child. Maybe no one cared about little Tommy. So Tommy developed this lens view that he's like, if I struggle and I share it with people, I'm going to be seen, I'm going to be significant, I'm going to be wanted. So Tommy, in order to meet those core needs as a human of being significant, seen, and wanted, because he didn't know how to meet them growing up in his own life, and his mom and dad, again, he felt like a back burner child. He felt like he was forgotten. He went to porn and he shared about it right away. He started telling people, tells his small group. You ever hear and have those people in your life, and this isn't for judgment, this is just for observation, that where you see like they just share the same story over and over. They share the same struggle. They're in the same like crappy relationship over and over again. They encounter the same experiences and circumstances over and over again. This dude has been trying to quit porn for like 10 years, 20 years. This guy has been trying to da-da-da-da-da. This woman or lady has been trying to da-da-da-da-da for all this amount of time. and they're not going anywhere, one reason that is likely holding them back is that they get a sense of their needs being met from having this problem. And because it means so much to them to get their needs being met, a lot of people don't actually want to break free from their struggles because it's such a strong source of identity. And so it's actually, there's a lot of self-protection in there for people. This might feel like a very deep concept or a new concept to you, but it's really real. And I want for you to just get honest and reflect on that, because if you see value in always, because again, the fear would be if you open up and you tell people you're struggling with porn and then you break free and you're no longer struggling, what's the fear in someone's mind? That I'm going to be forgotten? People are going to see that I'm free and I'm fine, so they forget about me. Then I'm going to be abandoned and no one's going to love me, and I feel like I'm not going to be enough. So in order to avoid that story and that pain, avoid their pain, they actually keep porn in their life over, and they keep shame and they keep a lot of pain as well. But it'd be more painful if they didn't struggle with porn and had nobody than if they struggled with porn and had someone, right? And so that's why a lot of groups for recovery can become a wound-licking club, where it just reinforces the negative theories, the negative stories, the negative beliefs, the negative thoughts and emotions over and over and over again in our life. And I'd be curious for you to get honest, get deliberate, and just get straight up real and authentic, and write down, journal, share with your group, and explain your personal thoughts on whether quitting porn would be difficult for you. Is it a sense of familiarity that you're like, yeah, dude, I've just known this so long? And then I want you to write down and share and explain why. Why would this be hard for you? Why would this be difficult for you? What do you fear would happen if you weren't to have porn in your life anymore? What do you fear would take place? And again, the goal here is not to fix anything. You might be like, well, what do I do with all this information? Nothing for now. Nothing for now. What I really want you to do is step into a seat of observation in your life. Get curious, like a curious investigator, and start figuring out what's going on for you uniquely. Because as you start to figure that out, as you start to name it and create language for it, you can start to understand it. And as you understand what's going on to these confusing cycles, these confusing patterns, you can actually begin to break it, which we'll get into. But the first part is just about understanding. Again, Proverbs says, in all of your getting, get understanding, get revelation knowledge. By all means, get that wisdom. And so the answers are in you. I would take some time, ask God, Holy Spirit, would you show me and reveal to me the areas of my life that cause me to be timid, fearful, or afraid? Or again, it might solidify that you're like, nope, I see no value in it, and that's totally good. That's great. But as long as you're getting honest, then you can at least take a sense of confidence and affirmation of like, all right, sweet. Then that was my heart posture. I don't struggle with that area. Check off the box. Or it becomes a conversation and a journey where you can open up with your friends, open up with your people that you're close with or in your group, feel seen, feel known, and share these things so that you can be heard and validated, and other people can have compassion and helping you understand your own story too. Do this exercise, reflect on that work, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hi, what's going on, everybody? I hope you all are well. My name is AJ, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. And I'm just so excited you guys are already just so interested in the Ditch Porn Untamed Academy. It's been just magnificent for me. 6 months ago, my wife actually watched me and caught me looking at pornography, and I really do think that was a long time coming. It's been something that I've been hiding for a very, very, very long time, an addiction that I've had for many, many years, and I've done just about anything and everything I could to put Band-Aids on it, to try to run from it, or try to clean up good enough for God to take the addiction away. Does that sound familiar? It's the thorn in my side. All of these things I had really just checked off of my box. And 6 months ago, I had just been at a crossroads, and I was at an intersection, and I needed to take some ownership of my life. And so just one of the things that I just constantly would deal with was just trying to clean myself up and do these behavioral modifications that never really worked. I would get clean and not look at pornography for 2 weeks, and then I would view it again and feel like I was crashing and just running in this shame cycle, and then I would go 3 weeks without not looking at it, and then I would burn. And so there was no form of consistency with me beating this, and it's something that I had to just work with through Matt. And it wasn't even necessarily Matt that I was skeptical of. It was more so me. I just didn't trust myself. I didn't know how to love me or myself. I, AJ, didn't know how to be genuine, one, with me nor with other people. And so I think that was the big thing that I was a little bit skeptical about coming into this thing, is I didn't know if I could trust me in doing this. Is AJ capable of following through? And so I think one of the big things that just changed me within being in the program is just knowing that when I get these urges or when I get these moments that I feel like I need to revert back to doing that, I have these resources and these tools that I've been capable and allowed to pull on to actually help me get through those, and realize that an urge is an urge. It's actually my body communicating to me that AJ needs something, and it doesn't have to be pornography. I've just been conditioned to actually go to those things, because when you do it for years and years and years, like, that's just ideally what you do. So if you're a guy on here and you've been dealing with almost very similar things that I have been, maybe you're not married, but you're trying to kick the can on this thing and it's just not working and not working, I want to encourage you, dive into this thing. Get the tools, get the resources that you may need, and I'm telling you, it'll change you from inside and out. Come on, it's so exciting. I'm so excited for you guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, real quick, if you like that video that you just saw, or if you want to see even better videos than this in a series that I made called Annihilate Porn to help guys or girls like you quit porn, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't forget any alerts, comment, like, all that jazz, and more importantly, check out the next video that's going to take you even further on the journey from where you are to where you want to be. I love you tons. I'll catch you in the next one.